to a narcissist, they will die suddenly and disappear from your life forever. The primary objective of a narcissist is to always uphold their own sense of self-worth, regardless of the consequences. Their focus is entirely self-centered, often disregarding the lives of others unless it directly impacts them. Meanwhile, you are invested in your own life and endeavors, striving for success and fulfillment. The narcissist's desire for your failure stems solely from its ability to boost their own ego. Your achievements or setbacks are inconsequential to them. What matters most is their own happiness and satisfaction. They harbor no genuine concern for your well-being or happiness. In their worldview, you are merely a pawn, irrelevant to their grand scheme. Now let's delve into some strategies to unsettle narcissists. However, a word of caution is warranted. Only those who are confident in their emotional resilience should proceed. If you're dealing with a toxic narcissist who is merely a nuisance, these tactics may prove useful. Nonetheless, ensure your own safety and self-assurance before engaging with a narcissist. These techniques are most effective against manipulative narcissists who are unlikely to resort to physical aggression. It's imperative to avoid employing these methods with the most dangerous and violent narcissists who pose a significant threat. In such cases, direct confrontation is ill-advised, and prioritizing safety is paramount. Now that we're all clear, let's explore some tactics to provoke a narcissistic reaction. So, here are a few ways to drive a narcissist to the brink. At the top of the list is the power of unfiltered honesty. The truth serves as a formidable adversary against the fragile ego of a narcissist. It's an immutable force, incapable of being concealed or diluted. Growing up amidst individuals of this nature, whether in personal relationships or professional settings, I observed their discomfort when confronted with candid truths. What unsettled them most was my unwavering commitment to transparency and calling out the reality of situations. In the realm of the narcissistic ego, dissenting voices are swiftly silenced. Yet, there's an inherent strength in the authenticity of truth that eclipses the facade of any falsehood. Truth possesses an unwavering resonance, persisting until it inevitably emerges victorious. For narcissists, accustomed to weaving webs of deceit, encountering individuals who openly express truth is profoundly disconcerting. Even in the absence of direct confrontation, their unease is palpable, unable to pinpoint the source of their discomfort. This realization illuminates our purpose with newfound clarity. The mere presence of honesty disrupts their carefully crafted illusions, sending tremors through their fabricated realities. Consequently, our duty becomes clearer than ever before to uphold the truth, unyielding in the face of manipulation and deception. Embrace the truth fearlessly. Narcissists, entrenched in a labyrinth of lies, are ill-equipped to navigate the terrain of unfiltered honesty. Narcissists, lacking a genuine sense of self, rely on others to validate their existence. When you confront them with unvarnished truths others have hesitated to voice, they're often left reeling. Unable to reconcile the dissonance between their inflated self-image and stark reality, they may opt to retreat. Bereft of the validation they seek, they find themselves adrift in uncertainty, with nowhere to anchor their fragile egos. Remember, the potency of truth lies in its unyielding nature. Next, consider the power of indifference. Ignoring a narcissist can unhinge their fragile ego. They operate under the delusion of entitlement, believing they have carte blanche to mistreat others. However, when faced with apathy instead of adulation, their worldview is upended. They're left floundering, grappling with the unfamiliar territory of being disregarded. It's a stark illustration of the double standards they enforce. treating others with contempt while expecting adoration in return. Witnessing their perceived superiority crumble in the face of indifference can incite chaos within them. Moving forward, rejection will send them spiraling into despair. The third strategy is to put them in the spotlight. Narcissists despise being under scrutiny, and it's surprisingly simple to achieve. All you need to do is showcase their behavior to others. For instance, highlight the toxicity of their words by calmly deflecting with phrases like "that sounds like a personal matter," or "I prefer not to get involved." By tactfully sidestepping, you reveal their shady nature without needing to say much more. Another effective tactic is to call out their passive-aggressive behavior or point out their inaccuracies. A direct but composed response like, "Did you just sneer at me?" How intriguing, can leave them speechless. Maintaining your composure regardless of their reaction is key. You could also opt to distance yourself from the narcissist while allowing their true colors to shine through. Alternatively, challenge them with a straightforward question that they can't evade without exposing their true intentions or feeling uncomfortable in front of others. And finally, ensure they know you're on to them. Rather than explicitly informing them, let your actions speak louder than words. Your demeanor and awareness are paramount. By subtly showcasing your insight, you pierce through their facade. This subtle revelation sends chills down their spine. As they come to terms with the fact that you see through their charade and grasp the truth behind their facade, their vulnerability is exposed. The realization that you perceive their weaknesses, inadequacies, and insecurities strikes them hard. This realization alone is often enough to drive a narcissist over the edge. Narcissists abhor losing control, particularly when someone holds the upper hand. That concludes today's discussion. Thank you for joining us. I trust this discourse has provided valuable insights. If you've encountered a narcissist before, we invite you to share your experiences in the comments below. To stay updated with our latest content, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. Many thanks for your attention. Hey folks, welcome back to our channel. Ever experienced the silent treatment? It's a favorite tactic of narcissists, a form of psychological warfare aimed at belittling you and pretending you're insignificant. While there are myriad ways to retaliate against narcissists, silence reigns supreme as the most potent weapon. Indeed, the mightiest vengeance often whispers. Stick around as I unveil 7 compelling reasons why silence is the ultimate retribution against narcissists. First off, giving them the silent treatment triggers profound feelings of abandonment. Narcissists excel at manipulation, but recoil from accountability and vulnerability. Basking in attention and adulation fuels their ego. When met with silence, they confront their own guilt and shame. Well-deserved consequences. Denying them communication hits where it hurts most. Their sense of control and power. By refusing to engage, you diminish their influence over you. Narcissists anticipate retaliation or confrontation from those they've wronged. Defying this expectation by maintaining silence keeps them off balance and intrigued. Given their track record, leaving them in a perpetual state of uncertainty is the ultimate payback. That's why silence speaks volumes in dealing with narcissists. Here's another compelling reason why silence is a potent tool. It leaves narcissists feeling profoundly unloved. These self-absorbed individuals prioritize their own desires and self-image over others' feelings. Attempting to retaliate by airing grievances on social media may backfire, tarnishing your reputation more than theirs. Admittedly, the urge to strike back when hurt is strong. But what's the most effective approach? While some view the silent treatment as punishment or control, it's more about expressing pent-up rage or frustration. As a non-verbal expression, it communicates the emotional impact of their actions without resorting to verbal attacks. Giving a narcissist the silent treatment delivers a clear message. Their presence in your life is no longer valued. This hits them where it hurts, triggering feelings of inadequacy and insecurity. Narcissists thrive on attention and validation, so denying them both forces them to confront their deepest insecurities. By withholding attention, you undermine their sense of self-worth and challenge their need for constant validation. It's a subtle yet powerful way to retaliate against their toxic behavior. Now on to the third compelling reason. Administering the silent treatment to a narcissist can induce intense feelings of rejection in them. This tactic is exceptionally potent because it strikes at the core of their vulnerability. Despite projecting strength outwardly, narcissists harbor fragile egos and possess low self-esteem, rendering them hypersensitive to criticism and rejection. Narcissists relentlessly pursue the facade of perfection and cannot tolerate the slightest hint of imperfection or refusal. A resounding no shatters their illusion of invincibility, eliciting feelings of anger and resentment towards others or themselves. Their inflated sense of entitlement blinds them to the validity of others' emotions and needs. The silent treatment stands as a simple yet effective method of retaliation because it requires minimal effort on your part. You need not expend time and energy devising elaborate schemes to hurt the narcissist. Instead, it entails withholding communication, a silent but forceful act of defiance capable of exerting a profound impact on the narcissist's psyche. Their ability to control and manipulate dwindles when confronted with the silent treatment. This approach stands out as the most potent means of retaliation against narcissists, as it strips away their power to coerce and influence others. Narcissists derive pleasure from bending others to their will, employing a repertoire of manipulation tactics aimed at eliciting sympathy or guilt, such as portraying themselves as victims or casting blame on others for purportedly hurting their feelings. Manipulation comes naturally to narcissists, as they are indifferent to the emotions of others, prioritizing the preservation of their own image above all else. They adeptly twist narratives to cast themselves as the aggrieved party, employing phrases like, "I'm hurt," or "You hurt me," to manipulate emotions and garner sympathy. Accustomed to getting their way, narcissists find their tactics ineffective in the face of silence. With all lines of communication severed, they are unable to sway the resolve of those who have ceased all interaction. The realization of their impotence and vulnerability engenders feelings of frustration and helplessness in narcissists, precisely the outcome sought in retaliation. Confronted with their own weakness and the assertion of your power, they grapple with a sense of powerlessness, a fitting response to their transgressions. The silent treatment serves as the fifth testament to their insignificance. Individuals like narcissists harbor a profound self-centeredness, believing that others should bend to their will. They perpetually inflate their own importance, deeming themselves superior to all. Should anyone dare to oppose their desires, they readily mete out punishment without a second thought. Narcissists excel at belittling others, diminishing their sense of worth and fostering dependence. Their adeptness with words enables them to manipulate and deceive, indifferent to the feelings and desires of others. Their sole objective is self-gratification, regardless of the collateral damage inflicted upon those around them. Yet, the silent treatment punctures their illusion of grandiosity, delivering a resounding blow to their perceived importance. For narcissists, it broadcasts a clear message. Their significance is far less than they imagine. It signals your liberation from their influence, stripping them of their hold over you. With a modicum of self-restraint and determination, you wield these tools to demonstrate the agony of being forgotten by someone once deemed vital in their life. This realization serves as a potent rebuke, reminding narcissists that they do not occupy the center of your universe. Now onto the sixth revelation. The silent treatment serves as a powerful declaration that you simply don't care about them. This approach stands as the pinnacle of vengeance against narcissists, for it portrays them as insignificant. Narcissists frequently struggle to grasp the concept that others have emotions and cannot be manipulated for their own gain without repercussions. It's akin to delivering a slap in the face, signifying your indifference to their actions. This act serves as a wake-up call, asserting that you refuse to be a pawn in their game. The silent treatment renders them powerless, as your emotions dictate their actions, a sensation unfamiliar to their usual sense of control. By employing this tactic, you demonstrate to the narcissist that they do not hold sway over your feelings. You convey that their presence in your life is dispensable, and their emotions hold no sway over you by refusing to engage with them. This fosters a sense of neglect and apathy in them, mirroring the emotions they so callously inflict upon others. As a result, this mode of retribution carries significant weight, for it forces the narcissist to confront the same sense of worthlessness and disregard that they frequently bestow upon others. And finally, the seventh revelation, employing the silent treatment underscores that you prioritize your self-worth above theirs. Narcissistic individuals often harbor an inflated sense of superiority, believing others should consider themselves fortunate to receive their attention. However, receiving the silent treatment from you forces them to recognize that you hold yourself in higher regard than they could fathom. The silent treatment is effective because it conveys a clear message. Their conduct is intolerable. It communicates your refusal to engage in their manipulative games and signals your readiness to prioritize your own well-being. This shift in dynamics, where your needs take precedence over their desires, can unsettle a narcissist. Consequently, they must confront the reality that their perceived perfection is merely an illusion. In essence, the most potent way to retaliate against a narcissist is to demonstrate that you prioritize self-care and self-respect above their opinion of you. This victory lies in affirming your self-value and self-respect. Ever wondered if employing the silent treatment makes you selfish, prioritizing your needs above all else? While it may seem that way, it's not necessarily a negative trait. It demonstrates a recognition of the importance of self-care and self-value. Employing the silent treatment is, in fact, the most effective retaliation against narcissists. It's my way of exacting revenge on those who have wronged me, a simple yet potent form of retribution. Moreover, it allows you to redirect your focus onto other aspects of your life, alleviating the burden of hurt. Opting for silence over dialogue can be a significant act of self-preservation. Narcissists struggle with this form of communication because it fails to fulfill their constant craving for drama and attention. Given their insatiable desire to be at the forefront of every situation, this unexpected response is likely to unsettle them, forcing them to reevaluate their behavior. Have you ever employed the silent treatment against a narcissist who wronged you? Share your experiences with us in the comments below. If you found this video intriguing, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Regret is a common emotion experienced by many of us at some point in our lives. It arises when we acknowledge that a past action or inaction has led to an undesirable outcome. Regret holds significant power, often negatively impacting our mental well-being. In this piece, we delve into the question of whether narcissists truly experience regret when losing someone. To grasp this concept, it's crucial to understand the root of remorse and whether individuals can genuinely overcome it. Remorse typically stems from feelings of guilt or regret, arising from the realization that different actions could have been taken in the past. For some, remorse serves as a catalyst for behavioral change and making better decisions in the future. However, for others, it may persist as a source of ongoing anxiety and self-doubt. The ability to navigate and overcome remorse often hinges on an individual's level of self-awareness and emotional intelligence. The question of whether narcissists genuinely mourn the loss of a loved one is complex. Narcissists can be likened to predators, reliant on the energy and resources of those around them for sustenance. They strive to project an image of omnipotence, concealing their true vacuous, sensitive, and insecure nature. In essence, their response to grief and loss differs significantly. Narcissists diverge from the norm in that they lack the capacity to experience genuine sorrow. Their focus remains solely on their own needs and desires, viewing others merely as tools to fulfill their objectives. Consequently, when faced with the loss of someone, they do not experience feelings of remorse or guilt. This is because they fail to perceive individuals as autonomous beings with their own emotions and desires. Instead, a narcissist might offer apologies as a means to regain control over the person they've lost. In their quest to manipulate the situation, they may employ tactics to induce feelings of guilt or responsibility in the individual for the loss. Alternatively, they may endeavor to win back the individual by making false promises of change or by resorting to flattery and manipulation. However, these superficial apologies lack authenticity, as they stem not from genuine feelings of remorse or guilt. The current dilemma revolves around whether narcissists genuinely regret losing someone. While they may experience a form of sorrow, it's unlike what one might traditionally understand or empathize with. It's natural to harbor self-doubt following a setback, be it the demise of a relationship, the loss of a job, or any other disappointment. Yet, here lies my regret, lamenting the actions not taken. However, sadness assumes a distinct meaning in the realm of narcissism. A narcissist perceives only those objects and individuals that hold significance to their self-serving agenda. It's akin to peering through a keyhole and glimpsing solely the objects and individuals deemed valuable. Those who fervently cater to the narcissist's fabricated image are the ones deemed valuable, merely a means to sustain their facade. If you provided the narcissist with ample attention, resources, intimacy, or any other desired commodity, you were merely a sought-after commodity, valued not for genuine affection or friendship, but for utility, for the narcissist could not fulfill their needs elsewhere. In the realm of narcissism, sadness is a foreign concept, experienced quite differently from the depths of genuine human emotion. My regret over their departure isn't rooted in a heartfelt sentiment for their well-being. Rather, it's a lamentation over the loss of access to their utility and benefits. Their absence leaves a void not of affection, but of convenience, a void that must be filled with a replacement who can match their demands and attention. It's akin to the challenge of finding a new partner or employee who can meet their standards and fulfill their needs, a task far less appealing than maintaining the status quo. They may yearn for the comfort of a devoted partner or the convenience of a dependable source of resources, but their remorse is not for the loss of genuine connection or companionship. Instead, it's a pragmatic acknowledgement of the inconvenience of seeking out new sources of supply. In their self-centered worldview, people are interchangeable commodities, valued solely for their utility in serving the narcissist's agenda. The truth is, narcissists are adept at seeking out assistance from any available source, regardless of emotional attachment or genuine connection. Their pursuit of fulfillment is driven solely by self-interest, devoid of empathy or concern for others. In their pursuit of self-gratification, they may feign remorse or offer apologies, but these gestures are merely strategic maneuvers aimed at manipulating emotions and maintaining control over their targets. So, if a narcissist reaches out with apologies or declarations of regret, it's not an indication of genuine remorse or a desire for reconciliation. Rather, it's a calculated attempt to undermine your confidence and manipulate your emotions, a ploy to keep you tethered to their agenda and abandon your own aspirations. In the realm of narcissism, genuine remorse is but a distant echo, a concept foreign to their moral compass. Unlike the rest of us, who navigate the complexities of right and wrong, narcissists operate in a world of their own making, where truth is twisted and morality is a mere illusion. Remember, their concern begins and ends with themselves. Consider how our sense of right and wrong serves as a guiding light, illuminating our path and informing our choices. It's what helps us learn from our mistakes, empathize with others, and distinguish between genuine remorse and empty apologies. But for a narcissist, this awareness is absent. They are blind to the consequences of their actions, indifferent to the suffering they cause, as long as their image remains untarnished. Even when faced with evidence of their wrongdoing, narcissists remain unmoved, unburdened by guilt or remorse. Their sole concern is self-preservation, maintaining the facade of perfection at any cost. So, don't expect genuine remorse from a narcissist. It's a concept as foreign to them as empathy or compassion. When someone fails to appreciate your true essence, mourning their departure becomes futile. They merely exploited your vitality and resources for their own gain. It's imperative for other survivors to grasp the fabrication of these falsehoods and learn how to persevere. I'm eager to hear your encounters with narcissists. Feel free to share your stories in the comments below, as we'll delve deeper into this topic on a future episode. Until then, let's hold off on the healing process. Narcissists may feign regret, but it differs vastly from genuine remorse. Their lack of empathy prevents them from grasping the harm caused by their actions to those they supposedly hold dear. Losing someone doesn't evoke sadness or guilt in them. Instead, they view individuals as disposable tools. Any expression of remorse from a narcissist is merely a ploy to regain control. While they may regret the consequences of their actions, it's not genuine remorse. It's essential to identify these warning signs when in a relationship with a narcissist and not fall prey to their deceit. If you found this discussion insightful, please share your thoughts and queries below. We'll continue the conversation until we meet again. Have a wonderful day.